oil, filter, plugs, like I said, new tires, heavy duty tubes. Got it registered. Just put a new battery in it, and as you can see, it's a pretty clean little scoot. An old guy owned it who's about 70. It runs good. I have a chain and sprockets. I just got the chain. Sprockets are coming tonight. I did get the sprocket seal holder on the counter shaft, just so I won't have any problems there. And last night I was looking. I don't know if the guy switched mufflers before I got it or before he got it. The bike has 4,800 miles on it. And, I put the fat bars on it last night. I had the mounts and the bars off of a old Suzuki motocrosser. And so I threw those on. It's a big improvement. Looks-wise, I haven't ridden it yet. And it's got the little fairing. Yeah, so let's just take it for a cruise. Like I said, I enjoy the Honda, but if I'm going to be doing any kind of like the last trip, a friend of mine went out, we went up to Apache Junction. I get to go to the and so I hopped on it, and now I really am hopping on it. Like I said, my job is to put as many miles on this thing as I can. $2,000, can't go wrong. I can already tell you, I got and my bike's not heavy enough to work this. So anyway, like I said, this thing came up, and boy, I just couldn't pass it up. $2,000 for a 650 DR. I could sell it and make money. So here we are. Just had new fork seals and new brake pads in the front by the guy who owned it before me. And I know it's not going to handle the off-road like the XR 650. That runs good. But I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for the trips that I'm going to take that are more road oriented. So yeah, the thing runs good. We're scooting along 50. I redid the camera angles, so I'm not sure if this is better. Some people had said that they wanted the camera a little bit lower on YouTube, so there it is. But yeah, it runs good. I threw some Kenda K270s front and rear. I got a 500 by 17 on the back, heavy duty tube. And then I got a 300 by 21 on the front with a heavy duty tube. I greased all the wheel bearings. And man, guys, you need to, I could have easily taken this bike and went for a ride. Oh man. For one, I probably would have lost the muffler if that little bolt wouldn't have held this thing. That 15-pound muffler. Rear wheel bearings were not much grease on them, and you can pull those little plastic / metal covers on the wheel bearings if you're careful with a small flat bladed screwdriver. I have one just special for it. I kind of sharpened the end up, and I repacked it with some good grease on all 3 wheel bearings. I just spent a lot of time just cleaning, doing my toothbrush with WD-40, and that seems to get rid of the bulk of it. I can still take it to the car wash at some point. But geez, the bike shifts good, runs good. Like I said, we're back up to 50. When I was putting the bars on last night, there's a old Harley guy. When I was putting the bars on last night, I went ahead and in these switches on the handlebars, pulled them apart, cleaned them up, Both of this one and this one, the one for the kill switch and the one for the headlight, they had spider webs or spider eggs inside. And like I said, it's a good thing. I know when you get a new bike you want to take it out, tear it out, but it's always a good idea to go over everything. You know, spend that extra day or two. Here we're hopping on the I-17. I got a 24 pounds, or actually 22 pounds in each of the tires. And yeah, it feels good. It's got this little windshield on. The last ride I was on, it would have killed to have a windshield on the XR. It was cold, and we did 200 miles, just under 200 miles that day. And man, a lot of it was road. And the XR 650 did good, but being blasted by that wind can take a toll on you. So this is more like riding a 250 or something, just because you sit down kind of low. And we are doing 65 miles an hour, and the thing's just barely lugging along. I have a new gold O-ring chain coming for it. Got to adjust my mirrors. And 2 new sprockets. The front sprocket I kept a 15. The back one I increased 1/2 to a 43. Just so I'd have a smidge lower gearing. Don't know if I need it, but I figure it wouldn't make much of a difference either way. Just be a little different. But yeah, the old girl's running along. Looks like a good purchase. When I went to put in the spark plugs, I don't think the speedometer's right. It has me doing 75. When I went to put in the spark plugs, you could see where they had changed one of the 2 plugs that are in the head. They probably just went to the dealer, said I need a spark plug. They gave them a plug, brought it home, and that was about as far as it went. But I put 2 new ones in, and oh, and the other thing is, there was no, on the oil breather, there was no filter. Well, there was a piece of a filter in it that was old dry rotted. Even when I sprayed out the unit with the carburetor cleaner, it fell apart and came out the other end. Okay, piece of a unifilter off of an older filter, and cut off a section and rammed it in there. I see this on YouTube where that's very important to clean and keep clean, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, the old girl's just zooming along. Oh, and the other thing I did, I don't know if you can see it, how with the camera angle, but I went ahead and flushed out the brake fluid, put in dot 4 front and rear. It was that kind of old yellowy looking thing, and now you can see it's nice and clear. Just ran them out until I got nice clear fluid coming, smidge more, and good to go. Like I said, maintenance. This bike here, it sat on the back of an RV carrier for most of its life. Guy about 70, 75 owned it, was selling it so he could get an electric golf cart. And I'll probably be there in like 5 or 8 years, something like that. But I tell you, the bars are perfect. It looks a lot better, feels better. These DRs come with like a little RM80 narrow, nasty, and to have these answer bars on it, it's pretty darn nice. There we go. Okay. Still getting used to the control. Like I said, this is the first bring you guys along. Gonna go over. Whoops. That's the horn. Just wanted to show you it worked. I didn't hit it by accident or anything. I like the windshield already. My body's not getting a blast. It's 70 degrees here. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow. I have my jacket open and it's not like it's puffing out or flowing in the wind. And I did install new tires. Uh-oh, I think we're running out of fuel here. Our next stop will be the gas station. But I did install new tires. When you do that, be kind of careful at first. You know, they got the new surface there. They're a little slippery until you get some of the newness wore off of them. And I would have went, but I'm not sure about my home on my bike to stall. I got to flip it over to reserve. So first stop, we'll go by the old Circle K, top off the tank. The other thing, when you get a new bike, make sure all the locks work. For a while, I wasn't sure if the key was actually fitting or unlocking the fuel tank. And that would have been a bad deal. Go on a ride like this and you can find out that the old owner didn't give you the fuel tank key, but all the locks seem to fit the key seems to fit all the locks. Okay, come on, honey. Let's get her up there. Yeah, good old scoot. I do have a jet kit ordered and a new Moose air filter for it. You know, I checked the old air filter. It is pretty worn. You know, it's old looking, but I'm not doing anything with this bike. They're going to be here next week. And so that'll be a good time to get them both installed. Get the carburetor off, get the air filter on. I ordered the Moose jet kit, Moose air filter. I'm getting to where I kind of like some of the Moose stuff. I do have a Moose jet kit coming for the XR650. Just so I can have an adjustable needle and maybe get a little bit better power mileage out of the thing. The ride we went on last week, this lady's gonna drive me crazy. The ride we went on last week, as we went higher, the bike ran worse. And you know, the bike came with a jet kit, but I don't know what the old owner had done to it, so I just figured I'd start from scratch, order my own kit. Yeah, this speedometer, it can't be right. It shows we're doing 60 miles and 55. It feels like 45. I'll have to bring my GPS along and check it out. Of course, this way I'll never get a speeding ticket, but I'm an old guy, man. I don't speed at all. Right? So we're coming up to the Circle K. I'm gonna get some gas. Shut off the camera here. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of bring you guys along. I did get new grips. I didn't throw them on. It was 12:30 at night by the time I closed the garage door and went in the shop. Or I got out of the shop and went to bed. So I go, I'll do the grips tomorrow. And today's tomorrow, so I'll do them tonight. There we go. Wow, regular gas is $2.49 here. I'm glad I'm not filling up the car. It's about a dime cheaper here everywhere else. And it's February 13th, 2019. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Since I just got a divorce this year, I'll consider this my Valentine's Day present. So, card reader does not work. Seriously. All right. It's okay. We'll go this way. It's not like I got to park a big old car or something. There we go. I've actually had my, that one looks pretty nasty. I've actually had my card scammed on that machine I just left years ago, 5-6 years ago. And I got home and all of a sudden there's all these purchases for somewhere else. All right, we got the neutral light in there. So anyway, gonna get some gas. Oh, and call it good. Like I said, nice little scoot. I did put I have an RM250. I did put a 2007 RM250 on it. I hated that old stock fender. Plus, it was pretty sun worn from sitting on the guy's trailer. So it's got a 07 RM250 front fender. And I ordered a new one to replace it, and they're only 23 bucks, and it's already here. It showed up today. And as you can see, I got new brake fluid in here. Like I said, just greased everything, lubed it up. I did get foot pegs coming today. I just ordered some of those cheap or Chinese ones, and I think for $2,000 I got a steal. This thing took a hit yesterday in the garage. Not that it fell over on me, but yeah, runs good. So anyway, guys, we're gonna shut this thing off, get some gas.